Hi guys. Honestly, I don't know what gave me the confidence to just come on my Instagram and post about this, but I thought I should. So, October 27th of this year, I got diagnosed with lupus, which, if you don't know what that is, it's an autoimmune disease, meaning that my body mistakenly attacks itself, um, thinking that I'm basically sick or something like that. I don't even know. And this started around after I graduated high school. I noticed I had several red dots on my body, which I have some scarring. You can't really tell, but these like little dots are from those red dots that I got. And at first, I didn't think much of it, but I went to my primary doctor just to check it out because it wasn't just on my arms, it was on my legs, on my back, everywhere, noticeable basically. And she just told me that it could have been an allergic reaction to some food or medicine that I was taking. As she was saying that, I didn't really believe her because I had been on the medicine that I was taking for about a month and a half, and I hadn't really changed my diet since we were quarantining, and I was trying to be as healthy as possible. But I kind of let it slide for a while until August, where I started feeling major pain and swelling in my fingers and my elbows right here. I would wake up and I wasn't really able to lift my arms up without having to have someone help me. Brushing my teeth became very hard. Showering, basically doing little small things that had to do anything with my arm just became very hard. Since the pandemic, I couldn't really go to my primary doctor as often, so I went to the urgent care almost every other day, every 3 days, because I was in constant pain. And they told me that they couldn't really do anything for me, that just take some regular ibuprofen, which can help with de-swelling, and hopefully that would help with the pain. So I did, basically. I did that for at least a month, so around July-ish, like mid-July. The pain had just gone from 9 to 20, and I just kept feeling that something was wrong with me. I knew something was wrong with me, and no one could tell me what was wrong with me. Everyone kept telling me, my friends, my family just told me like it's all in your head, you know. Like, there were some of my friends who did tell me that it was all in my head, that I just needed to think I was healthy and I would be healthy. The doctors that I would go to, every single one of them just kept telling me, like, you need to go to a specialist, you need to go to a specialist. And I'm like, okay, well, refer me to one, so then it would be 1,000 times easier for me to get an appointment than just me trying to find one on my own, especially because I have no idea what's going on with my body at this point. At the same time that this was happening, I lost lots and lots of hair. My hair is very thinned out, like very, very thinned out. And if you know me, you know that junior year I had very long and very thick hair, and I would accidentally whack people in the face with it, and not on purpose, but it made me sad to think that no one could help me. I felt so alone at this time, because no matter how much I wanted to be okay, I couldn't be. I mentally and physically was taking the hugest toll on me. I couldn't be a normal 17-year-old, 18-year-old because I was in pain 24/7. I couldn't hang out with my cousins. I couldn't get out of bed. I just wanted to be home. I did not want to eat. I did not want to seek any help because I was so fucking tired of the whole fucking world telling me that I was gonna be okay. And I was so tired of these doctors telling me, like, I can't help you. I can't help you. Like, why the fuck did you go to school for, you know? Like, that doesn't fucking make sense to me. After probably a month, so we're around September now, I just kind of gave up with looking for help. School had started. I was so excited and so focused on trying to succeed in school that I forgot to take care of myself. I stopped eating. I didn't go to checkups. I just couldn't do anything for myself anymore. I was so mentally so sick and tired of myself that I kind of forgot that I needed to take care of myself, because if no one does, no one will besides myself. I do have an amazing friend to thank, and her name's Lisa Becerra. And sorry if I'm calling you out. She honestly has been one of the biggest supporters, especially with school and keeping up with me, calling me every day and making sure I get assignments done. And I can't thank her enough for being there for me. I know she knows how hard I've worked since school started, and I hope that she knows that this is super hard for me to reach out and just tell people that you can't assume, you know, that everyone's okay. But I got to the point where school meant nothing to me. My life did not mean anything to me. Nothing meant anything to me. I just literally stopped attending some classes, even though they were online, a button away. I didn't go to because I didn't have any motivation to go on. I didn't sleep because I was in pain. I couldn't brush my teeth because I was in pain. I couldn't shower because I was in pain. I felt like I was living fucking hell. Like, what could be worse than this? I could not shower, eat, sleep, cook for myself, brush my teeth. I was losing hair. I couldn't go to dentist appointments, doctor's appointments. I was over it, over everything. This probably took the biggest toll on, not toll, but this probably hit my mom at its hardest, because my brother suffers with dermophobia, so it means that he just doesn't work. He's about to be 21. My mom takes care of him. She's a single parent that has 2 kids, and she works her ass off to take care of my brother. And to think that her daughter was also sick just made her feel like this was all her fault, and she apologized for even having me because she hated the thought that I was going through something, especially after fighting so hard through the foster system and finally reaching like my goal of moving out, you know, like and going to college. She just felt so sorry for me, and then she realized that instead of making me feel that way, she should start being there for me as more as she could have when this all started, because everyone just thought I was making this up, or I wanted attention, or I just didn't want to really commit to like my family, you know. And around October, even though it seemed that everything was already as bad as it seemed, I literally just got anxiety, got the most of everything. I had insomnia, I have insomnia, I still can't sleep till this day at the appropriate time. I was anxious 24/7. I was stressed, extremely stressed with school. This English teacher that I had was probably one of the most inconsiderate teachers I've ever had in my lifetime, because he did not understand that I could not physically ask for academic, what is it called? Academic, something services. So they could send an email to my teacher saying like, Stephanie can't do her work on time. Like, I had no excuse to not be able to turn everything in on time. There was no letter from no doctors. There was no initial diagnosis from anyone. It basically seemed like I was just making everything up. I went on several Zoom calls privately with this teacher, and he was like, this is still due today. Like, I don't know how to help you. I can't give you any special treatment, even though he could see how much I was struggling and how behind I was. I was blessed to have this one math teacher who could be more supportive and more happy that I was more focused on my physical health and my health in general than school. I can't say that, my life is perfect, because it's fucking not. And I don't think anyone thinks it is. But I just thankful that, God has put me through so many obstacles in my life to make me push through every single one of them. So basically, to get this almost done with, I finally got an appointment with a rheumatologist, which is the specialist that I needed to see, who specializes in joint pain and muscle pain. And I had my visit with her October 27th of 2020 this year. And I was diagnosed within the 3 hours I was there that I had lupus, just because she saw how much I was in pain. All the blood work that they had sent her literally showed that I had lupus, and she was so concerned of why I wasn't there earlier, when those blood works were from August and June and July and September, which means I was suffering for a good 4 months before I could start basic treatment for lupus. At the time, it didn't seem like such a big deal to me. I kind of was expecting it. I had read a lot into lupus beforehand, because it was one with most common symptoms that I had. And I was just relieved that I finally could start feeling normal again. So what I thought. And I went home that day. And even though I started feeling better within the 1 hour I took medicine, I couldn't help myself but cry, because I knew that from this moment that it was going to be the last day my life was gonna be normal. Since October, I have gotten my heart ultrasound, my lungs tested, kidney tested. Every important organ in my body has been looked at, because lupus is, even though it can be lived a normal life, it is very different for everyone. And so far, the only problems that I've been dealing with are just severe weight loss, which can be dangerous, even though I'm eating the amount of protein and carbs and fruits and vegetables. It can lead to anorexia and stuff like that. I also get some chest pain, which means that like I have some fluid in my heart, around my heart, surrounding, which creates this pain. And basically, I can't afford getting sick. I can't afford getting COVID at all. I like to quarantine myself at home a lot. Being home alone isn't the best for my mental state, which is why I started therapy again. And I know some people might be like, oh my God, how are you not crying? Trust me, I cry almost all the time in the shower. But it's something short but very long at the same time. But for those who actually stayed till the end, I wanted to just say thank you. And even if you watch the first 2 minutes and skip all the way to the end, just thank you for even taking a minute of your time. But have a nice day, stay safe, and keep well.